Baby number 2.
Dude.
Sooner than you expect.
He's gonna have a best friend forever. It's on and popping.
It was hard to say no.
I'm never gonna forget. It's too much. It's so painful or I was blacking out.
So he actually did take his first steps.
Hello, mates.
Gio, you gonna stay there? You gonna come join?
Yeah, Gio, come. What's going on? I feel uncomfortable. What?
This is gonna be very serious type of discussion to have.
Oh,
I'm
Gio's
not sure
coming.
we're gonna be able to have it, but we're gonna do our best. Yeah, you know, Gio, you know.
Okay,
All right,
guys.
first question.
Let's get into this video. The first question is, what did you guys do to help Gio sit up on his own? Answer the question, Gio. What do we do? Huh?
Guys, Gio literally sat by himself. Like, we didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Just one day, he just kept trying to sit up, and we put him a little bit on an angle.
And we put the pillow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, on an angle, and then
Yeah.
he just randomly, poop, he just popped up. And, and he
Yeah.
kept wanting to sit up,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, we didn't do anything specific.
Yeah, we would put the pillow behind him, but we didn't force it. We didn't try it. Oh, Gio. Mates.
It's okay, Gio. You can have it.
Gio's
Thank you.
teething, so we've been giving
I
him
saw this trick online.
Here, Gio, eat it, eat
It's
it.
cold, you put water in it. And
He don't
apparently it
want it,
helps.
Gio.
All right, guys. Yeah, Gio's teething, so we're gonna do our best.
Yeah, mates.
His 2 top teeth are about to poke out.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, that's cold, Gio. It's
Yeah.
cold.
So he just kept wanting to sit. So I would just say, depending on your baby, just listen to them. Like, if they're trying to sit, like, just let them, you know?
Oh.
All right, this question kept popping up. We gotta answer it. When is baby number 2?
Mates. Soon.
Sooner than you expect.
Yeah.
Sooner than we expect.
Than we expected. I feel like as Gio gets older, I want to give him like a little friend to play with. Just because right now, look at him. He wants to go play, but we can. But if he has a sibling, he's gonna have a best friend forever. He's gonna have a best friend forever. I'm gonna say, mates, as soon as I drop this weight, it's on and popping. You gotta get it.
We went back and forth about this
Yeah.
as well, and yeah, our mind at the beginning, it was hard to say like no.
I wanted, at the beginning.
now it's like,
yeah, we wanted to
definitely
wait
we
a long
will.
time, eh? At the
Yeah.
beginning. But I feel like it was like when you first have a baby, it's too much at the beginning. But then
Yeah.
it gets better. Like now it's just, oh, it's so much fun with Gio that it's just like, I want to have like a million of like little babies.
And I think for him as well, because having siblings is gonna be something that he would like. I don't
Hopefully.
know, but yeah, I think it'd be fun. You know, and
Yeah.
we always did want a big family. So
Yeah.
the pregnancy struggle, Gio.
Gio.
The pregnancy struggle aside,
Ooh, guys, Gio got new toys.
of course, some of you have watched the journey that it was incredibly hard, right? So that's still something to take into consideration.
Yeah.
The outcome of Gio,
It's worth it.
I think it superseded our expectations of what a baby could bring, you know, in terms of joy.
It's too hot.
Is it easier now that Gio is older? People say that the first 3 to 6 months is the hardest.
This is true. It's easier now. The first
Yeah.
the first 11 months. The first.
Up to 6 months?
Yeah.
I think it's also kind of like a misconception because it's harder in different ways. You know, like each stage is different and
Yeah.
hard at the same time. So like the level of hard just depends on the person. Like maybe some people might find it easier when they're younger.
Yeah.
Because like they can't move, right? So like you
Yeah.
turn around, they're still at the same spot. Now that he walks, you turn around, he's gone. You
For
know?
us, I feel like the first 3 months it was hard because I had to recover. Like it was
That's true,
more
too.
so on us.
Depends on the birth.
Exactly. It depends on the birth. If you have like a amazing birth, then I think that the beginning isn't going to be so bad, depending on the baby as well. And then when they're a toddler, it's like they run around and it's just for us, I really like Gio now. I find it's a little easier, but there are days where it's too much. You're like, it's too much. I feel like it's never easy. You know
It's
what
never
I mean?
easy. Yeah. So like, don't wait for like, oh, this stage is almost done, because you need to enjoy each stage, because each stage is still hard, right? There's still a lot of things hard in each stage. I was thinking about that today actually too, because I was like, oh, they say like when they're newborn it's hard because you don't sleep, and then they say like, oh, when he's teething it's hard, but teething's up to like 2, you know, and then that's like, oh, then terrible twos. And you know, it's like each stage has like their name, and they say it's hard for this, hard for that, but then it's gone. You only experience it once with your child, right? So like enjoy those moments and don't try too hard to like look forward to the next one, because next one you don't know that it might be easy or not, you know. So just try to enjoy the moments and try to see like change things to see what works for you. But there's something to enjoy in each moment as well that is just amazing, right? So
and I feel like when you think you got it figured out, bam,
he
something
switched
else
it up on you.
happens. So like
Oh, man, so far away from me.
oh
Shoot. Huh. Yeah, so I think that's what like we would say.
How is traveling with a baby? We'll let you know soon,
Yeah.
mates. This winter we are out and about. Like, it's too much sitting here with Gio. We're gonna turn up, mates. We'll let you know. But
We also want him to experience a lot of different things, and it's like we do have memories, you know, because like we record our travel, so it's nice to go back and look at memories together. And like I think it's gonna be so fun. Like I wish back like we were young, there was vlogs that could be like, yo,
Yeah,
like that's me,
remember
like that's how
that?
I used to be,
Yeah.
you know. So that's gonna be cool too. And like in terms of, it's a lot better than I think what we expected. You know, on the plane and stuff, it's I don't want to say no big deal, but it's not that deep. You know?
I feel like it depends on how long you travel, like you're on the plane
The
for.
plane, that
The
makes a
longer the
difference, too.
flights, I feel like it would be hard, but the short ones, I feel like it's easy. And I would say if you want to like introduce your baby to like traveling, try going to like a smaller distance,
Yeah,
like
to
an
see.
hour away, like 2 hours, you
Yeah.
know. Me personally, I wouldn't do like 16 hours right away. We've traveled a few times with Gio, so he's used to it. He sleeps on the plane, so he likes it.
And
And
for
Gio
you-
likes to sleep like uncomfortably, you know. I always try to
Yeah.
put him comfortable, but he's like, no, I want my leg
it's
up
hard
here.
to put him to sleep, but once he's asleep, like it's good,
done,
you know.
yeah.
And yeah, obviously depends on your child. It depends on your parents. Each travel that you do, you do learn things as well, that you're like little hacks, little tricks, or things that work, things that don't work. With Gio though, it is hard sometimes because he doesn't like to be still, so he likes to explore.
Yeah.
But one thing that makes it easy is that
He
likes
can walk
action.
now,
Yeah, he
which
can
is
walk. So like
better,
in the
yeah.
aisle, or like, you know, you can carry him and go a little bit around in the plane and stuff. But he likes actions.
Oh, thank you, Gio.
The only thing though that does make it challenging is the time change. I feel like babies, they don't adapt really to time change, so that's something to check for sure, that the place that you're going to has a time change. Like for us, when we traveled, there was like a 2-hour difference, and he stayed on like our schedule here, you know.
Which
He-
was nice.
He didn't adapt, so it was easy when we came back. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was nice, you know. It's a little change, and just going to bed later, waking up later, right?
This is a good one. Naka, is childbirth like a bad period pain? I feel like people don't say enough about this. I feel like it's worse. I feel like there is no pain in the world that could ever compare to giving birth. And
Would you say like on a scale, okay, like period pain times 2, times 3, times 4?
it's times 11, like times 100. Like, it's so painful, the cramps.
you?
And like people are like, just breathe. Just breathe. What am I supposed to do with that? You don't need, like, it's so painful. And I watch these videos where like they're trying to downplay, like, you breathe. Bro, I was breathing, but it was too much breathing to the point where I was blacking out. But I think like you do need to like stay calm, and freaking out doesn't make it better, but it's just painful. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to tell you to make it. It's just painful, guys. It was too much, but you can do it because, you know, our bodies are meant to do this. So it's like, yes, it is painful, but the thing is, you have to go through the pain to get your baby. And no matter if you do a C-section, if you do it, you know, naturally, you're going to experience some sort of contraction unless you're lucky and you don't. But yeah.
I feel like that's why she said, I feel people don't say enough about this, probably
Because
they
it's
say
worse.
there's nothing to compare it
There's
to.
nothing to compare. It's literally worse. Well, for some people say it's not that bad.
I think again, like obviously everyone is different, you know, depending on your experience. Some people have different experiences
Pain
than
tolerance.
others,
Yeah.
and pain tolerance,
Yeah.
and complications, or
Because
this and that.
remember when we saw the natural home birth videos? Those girls were calm.
Yeah, and like our midwife that we had, she said
She
that her
said
lab
her-
birth was enjoyable. So to each
Yeah,
their own,
to
you
each
know?
their own. But mine were extremely painful. But I mean, people said you forget the pain. I'm never gonna forget that pain ever in my life. It's embedded in me every time. And then when I think about another one, it's just I remember the pain. But then I look at my baby and it's like, you know what? It's worth it.
So it's true what they say.
It's just I don't want to think. Oh, it's painful. But then I look at you, I'm like, yeah, it's true what they say. It's worth it.
And I think you almost have no choice to go through it.
Well, you
to
do
get
have-
the reward at
Yeah.
the end. Yeah.
Well-
But whatever way you do it, it's still something to go through.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. Any plans to move to US sooner than later? You mentioned Arizona a while back. You know, Arizona. You know, it's funny you say that because we literally were watching like
Properties in
Arizona
yeah.
videos on YouTube of like
Real estate and stuff.
tours. Like I think as well, if anyone is thinking about relocating.
We did have a question about someone asking
Yeah.
how to. What would you
So
say?
it kind of goes in this as well, is that definitely visit before you go, right? If you want to relocate anywhere, like just visit places, you know, that might interest you and stay longer than like a week, you know, like try to visit longer and as well like in the actual place. Like don't go to a resort and just stay on the resort. Obviously, you have to experience the country and the town, the city, right? That would be for us as well. If we were ever to move there, we would have to go there, experience it, and you know, stay there for a little while to see like if we like it or not. You could like the scenery, you could like the houses, you could even like to vacation there, but would you like living there? They're all different things. So for sure we would have to go check it out because we've never been and be like another country, be like totally different experience, right? So there's a lot of things we'd have to check to see first.
Yes,
you know?
Arizona and I feel like Miami are
Florida's,
my top two that I would relocate to. So I'm trying to have real estate everywhere, mate.
How did Gio learn to walk so fast and when did he walk? So he actually did take his first steps at 9 months and at 10 months he was walking like full out. You know, at 10 months. So I don't think anything specific. And people are saying like he's gonna walk later because he's bigger, but Max is ready to go.
Yeah.
I think like he was trailing a lot on stuff. So
the
like
playpen,
yeah, and the couches here trailing and stuff and like getting up. I saw one thing that I actually did. I don't know if it worked or not, but I grabbed his hands and like you run with him and he kind of just automatically by instinct like kind of just run.
Yeah, Dominic would do that.
And then after that he started to walk. After that he started to walk pretty fast. I don't know if that even played an effect because he was already standing by himself and he was trailing a lot. Like he didn't want to sit or crawl anymore. He wanted to walk. So, and it's true what they say. Like once they walk, they don't want to crawl because like they realize how better it is to walk.
To
like,
walk,
on their knees and stuff.
No.